Disclaimer. We are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not therapists or mental health experts. Just a real couple living real life. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. Say it twice so you don't forget it. Hey! Session lessons unscripted. Hit record, let the mess get edited in my head.
What's up, everybody? We're back. Aren't you glad? What's up, everybody? This is Joel, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. And as always, on the other side of the table, Gloria Rosario.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
See how she was ready? She's ready to pounce like a cat. Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm cold.
Weird. Hopefully everybody else out there is good, that you had a great day. I had a okay day. I'm not gonna lie. Look, that we keep it real around here. I didn't have a great day. Well, you know what? Let me take that back a little bit. It ended up being an okay day. It was fine. I didn't start very kind of stumbled out the gate this morning. I'm not gonna lie.
What happened?
I don't know. And I'm gonna say this, and look, we're all humans, right? Stuff happens, whatever. Some days you get up, you're not feeling it. It just happens, right? You're not gonna be like all happy every day, but past couple of days, when I woke up, I just wasn't feeling it. And then I'd go to work, and I'm just like, the dread was starting to set in. You guys know what I'm talking about when you go, especially on a Monday. Gosh. But yeah, I fought it off. I'm not. I'm done with that. It's like doing the same thing over and over and over. What is it? The definition of insanity
Is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results?
Yes.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. It's like, and we all do it. Guilty like 10 times over, doing the same stupid crap every time, all the time.
Like I'm off today.
What's going on over there?
No, I can't figure it out.
Technical difficulties.
Man, I look tired today. I am tired.
I am a little tired myself, but we must move on, move forward, keep people awake, or the one guy that's listening to us awake anyway. Speaking of, well, I don't know how I segued into that. I want to mention this. I received an email a couple days ago, I think. And just out of the blue, I got an email from an author, and I honestly, I don't know too much about them. And I just thought about it. I should probably pull up his name and stuff.
That would be good.
Yeah, it probably would be a good idea, right? So anyway, I received an email, and they were commenting on how they really like the show, and they run a website, and it's all about like positive thinking and changing your life for the better and stuff
Right up
like
our
that.
alley.
Kind of up our alley, right?
Yeah.
So then he wanted to know if he can do a review on the show, which I was like, yeah, I mean, that's fine. And I'm totally open to anything, like even criticisms, I'm open to it. That goes for anything that I do, like the book, the show, my blog, whatever I do. I'm a big boy. I can handle it, I think. But anyway, so Yeah, I received. His name is Tal Gur, Talgur. I'm not sure who he is. Like I said, I apologize. I don't know them that well. But anyways, I was checking out their site and stuff, and it seems pretty cool. And he wanted to do a review on us, and he did, and he posted it. Really appreciate that. If you guys want to go check it out, it's on. I'm making sure I give you the right website. It is elevatesociety.com.
Oh, excuse me.
I could probably pull it up on the screen, but I'm not that advanced yet on this stuff. But anyways, yeah, it's elevatesociety.com, and it's a really nice write up about the show. I totally appreciate it. I was totally caught off guard.
I know I was expecting like horrible things. Not horrible, but you know, when you open yourself up to criticism, you
Now,
have
why
to
the
be.
hell would you say that?
Let me finish. When you open yourself up to criticism, you have to be willing to accept the criticism.
Well, that and then doing this kind of stuff, you're opening yourself to trolling too,
Oh, absolutely.
which I've experienced already, and that's just like whatever.
Have you really?
Kind of, yeah. And like little meetings and stuff that I've gone to.
Oh,
There's always trolls, which I never understood the troll thing, right? Like, why do you go out of your way to just be disruptive or cause problems? Like, you have nothing better to do but cause problems. Like, that's right. Like, I'm sure people out there have experienced this.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But I mean, it was all positive. It made me feel good. It made me feel like we're on the right track.
Yes, because, and you know, I was talking to a friend of mine today about this, and because I was just mentioning how I wasn't feeling that great or whatever. There are days where I do question things that I do and things I'm trying to accomplish. The doubt creeps in, and you guys know out there. But it's like the old me probably would have been like making excuses or trying to give myself an out. This time around, it's like, no. Like, I really enjoy doing this show. I really enjoy the writing stuff, the book promoting, the making vids, and all the stuff I've been doing. I really, really enjoy. And I in the past, like perfectionism and just not thinking I was good enough for anything, all of that always creeped in. This time around, I'm not listening to that voice anymore. It's like, I'm just going to do stuff. And who knows, maybe it's because I'm getting older. Those Gen Xers and like 40, 50 plus, you're getting to the point where you don't care anymore. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
I think that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt,
No,
but
go ahead.
I think that once you reach like a certain, I don't want to say age. It's just you reach a certain level of like maturity, where you just don't want to waste your energy on like all the stupid little things that are like trivial.
Right, and
You know?
then like you don't care about the. I mean, you don't care about the validation because some people still have that issue, but I'm sure a lot of people out there know what I'm talking about. You don't care what people say or think or do or what. You're like, I'm too old for this. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Which brings up another question, and I think I'm going to bounce this one off of you because I was thinking about this the other day, and you guys out there too, like, you guys comment in the comment sections wherever. Is it wrong to not care or give a crap about people, what they're into, what they're thinking? Just kind of generally speaking, right? Like, is it okay to just be like not care? Like, for example, if you go to work or something and somebody that you're cool with or whatever, you talk once in a while, but then they tell you about their stuff, and you just kind of like you don't care, like whatever. Like I don't want to really hear it, but I'll kind of forced to sit here and listen to you. Would you say that's okay? All right, because part of me feels guilty because I do care, and maybe I care too much,
I
right?
think you care too much.
And that's what people have told me, that I care too much. So it's like part of me feels guilty and bad because I'm genuinely interested in what you have to say. But then at the same time, I don't care. So I don't know. What do you think about that?
I don't have the energy unless like I have a genuine interest in your life or I have a deep connection with you. I try not to get too much into other people's personal business. You know, I've always been like the person, like the misfit, not misfit as like as in troublemaker, but I never felt like I fit in. So I've never really opened up about like, you know how some girls or some women at work will get together and like, oh, that's my work bestie, and we talk about everything.
Or no, the cringiest one is my work wife or my work husband. Come on.
If you have a work wife,
No,
there's gonna be issues.
absolutely not.
I don't have coworkers, so I don't have any.
I worked with a person, like these two people, and they're like, "Oh, this is," and they introduced themselves like that too, like, "Oh, this is my work wife." I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not weird at all. What does your real wife, think about this? Ridiculous.
No, but I've never really opened up like that to a lot of people at work. I did one time, and I got burned for it, and never again. My, I guess, way of thinking is like, work people are not your friends. We are not family. Because I know a lot of offices and a lot of like,
I mean, it does
businesses.
happen though. Like
Right, it
people
does.
become friends from work.
right, but I wouldn't. There's work friends, and then there's like everyday life friends. Like work friends, like, yeah, those are the people that like you talk about work with and you have lunch with.
In a
But-
way, you have no choice though, right? Because
Yeah.
you're like with them, which to me is pretty freaking sad. Like you're with people at work more than you're at home.
At home.
Yeah, that's
But no,
something's backwards
You
about
know,
that.
I don't know if it's ever happened to you, like when you start working in a company, like, oh, we're like a family
Oh.
here.
No,
No, I have my family in my home, like away from work. I have my friends from work. Work friends are work friends, in parentheses, you know. But I don't open up about my personal business at work.
I try not to. I mean, I'm an open book. I don't care what people know, really. But it's like, I don't give information unless they ask for it.
You know what?
And some people are the opposite. It's
Yeah.
like too much. Like that's what I mean. And then it's like then it's like, why are you telling me all of this? It's like you're just, and I know people out there know people like this. You have the ones that'll talk, and then they'll start walking away, and then it's like they find something to like start another like conversation. It's like they can't just end it. They have to keep going. It's just bananas.
I don't know. I've been lucky not to have office coworkers or anything like that for too long. But I do know that like there are times when what is that thing called? We had a yearly review and I got put on notice on one of the occasions.
Just recently?
No, this is back when I had coworkers and I had to show up to offices and, you know, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we don't feel like you're connecting with the work culture or the office culture.
I've heard that before.
And I was like, what exactly do you mean by that? They're like, well, we don't know anything about you. You don't open up about your life. You don't chit chat. I was like, well, as far as my job description goes, I'm here from like 7 to 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do my paperwork. I turn it in on time. I focus on my work. So basically, you're telling me that I don't socialize enough at work. I was like, I'm not here to socialize. I'm here to work my little 8, 10, 12 hours, clock out and go home, and then socialize with my family. You know, I was like, if anything, you're telling me that I'm being productive by not being social, you know? They didn't take too kindly to that, but I was like, no. I was like, there's no reason why people need to like know about my life and stuff. I was like, I show up to work. You know that I show up with an iced coffee every day. You know, I share cookies and we're bringing snacks occasionally. That's as far as it's going to go for me being social. Because I never attended like the work games and the work parties and all that other stuff.
I used to dislike going to like all the party, and people would like, oh, why aren't you going? And blah, blah, blah. Like, because I don't want to. It's like you already spend how much time with them.
Right. I don't want
And
to
like
spend
outside of work, it's like,
unless I'm on the clock. Like, I don't need to see you guys.
and there's nothing wrong with like hanging out with people after work, maybe grabbing a beer or something, but whatever, that's fine. But it's like you spend so much time already. It's like,
aren't you guys sick of me already? Like, I'm ready to go home.
I know I'm sick of certain people. I know I am. There's got to be people that are sick of me. So I don't know why, because I'm a outstanding individual, but I'm pretty sure there's someone sick of me.
No, but like my work offices and even my home office now, they don't know if I'm married. They don't know if I have kids. They don't like all that stuff. I don't talk about at work. It's just strictly whatever client I have for the day, whoever I need to tell the details to, and like that's it. And then I go. Like I don't like to socialize with people at work. Like that's none of your business what my life is. Call me antisocial.
All right, antisocial.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, so since we're kind of talking about that, we were thinking, because Gloria, every time, I mean, it's a norm, right? Like, and a lot of people out there, the same thing, right? Your spouse comes home, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and you ask them how their day went. And I was telling Glo today that I didn't do that. I didn't start off that great, and I'm feeling a little bit down, whatever. And so we were talking about that, and then we we'll turn on the microphones and talk about that. How it's okay, because it's okay to be sad or depressed or not be feeling it. It's just you can't stay in that mindset. You know what I mean? You got to get out of it. Don't wallow in it. I think it's normal. And then there's there's some people out there that think it's I guess it's a bad thing, or it's something that you can stop. I just think it's part of being human, right? It's like you're gonna be sad sometimes. You're gonna be. I mean, it's normal.
Yeah, I think that some people kind of have that false, I guess, understanding that we're always supposed to be happy and like not feeling down, and if you feel down, it's bad. And I've always been of the mentality like it's okay to feel upset, it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel depressed, but don't let it consume you.
Exactly.
Once it starts affecting your relationships, your
job, your sleep,
your finances,
oh yeah,
then it starts to become an issue. But I mean, there are times where weeks where I go home and I'm like hyper and happy, and then all of a sudden I get sad and depressed for like a week or two, or maybe 3.
Yeah.
I get in a slump, and then I kind of just pick myself up, and it's like a routine for me.
Yeah.
So I think it's normal, and we shouldn't feel bad about feeling other things.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel bad about feeling bad. But like she said, just as long as you're not letting it consume you, which is what a lot of people do, right?
Yeah.
I've been guilty of that. All right, so there's just a few talking points about it's how it's okay to be sad, and especially as older people, right? Like, so I mean, first we were raised to suck it up. Many Gen Xers grew up hearing things like "walk it off, quit crying, you'll be fine." Yes, yes, and yes. We learn resilience, but we also learn to hide emotions. Absolutely. Sadness doesn't disappear just because you ignore it, which I think that's a good point, right? Because you got to
Yeah.
kind of deal with the source or deal with the root.
Definitely. I think a lot of the times too, like we kind of maybe don't understand why we're sad, or we don't know where like feeling off comes from. Like it'll just hit people suddenly, or at least that's how it hits me. You know, you don't necessarily have a reason,
Yeah.
but again, it's unrealistic to think that it's all rainbows and butterflies like all the time. You know, you're gonna feel things.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
And it's I that's a good point that you brought up, and I really like that you said that. Like you have to find the source of why you feel that way. So okay, you're sad, you're down. Why? Why are you sad or down? Figure it out and then work on that. Like that way you get out of it.
Or at least if you don't know how to work on it, or you don't know like who to talk to, or if you don't have people to talk to, sometimes it's good to just kind of take time for yourself and take that time to like find a calming activity like reading or even taking naps. I know a lot of people feel uncomfortable with like taking naps and stuff, or you know, taking time for themselves, but sometimes I think we need that separation from like other people so we can figure out like why we're feeling a certain way, or why we tend to kind of go through these cycles. You know, a lot of the times when we go through these cycles, you know, it's something that kind of triggers you at some point, and maybe you don't know all of your triggers. So taking time away from people is okay too. Just don't 100% isolate yourself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you need alone time once in a
Oh,
while.
definitely.
So sometimes you gotta be alone, reflect, and all that stuff. All right. So another point is that sadness is not failure.
Nope.
Somewhere along the way, people started treating happiness like a permanent destination. That's what we were just talking about, right?
Right.
You're not always going to be happy.
No, I think that is so unrealistic that we believe that that's the whole like peak of life. Like like that's our epitome. Sorry.
And I think that's one of the issues with some of this self-help stuff,
Yes.
the motivational stuff. I'm sure there's awesome people that are genuine and realistic, I guess, right? But then you have ones that are kind of like preach that you're supposed to be happy all the time. I think that falls under what, the toxic positivity thing.
I think so. I think that is like such a toxic way to look at life, because I mean, not only are you expected to feel happy and smiley and just, you know, fart rainbows and butterflies and all that, but I think that with that expectation comes like other things, like the people pleasing, the kind of not being honest with yourself and kind of like faking the fun like you're happy. And that's like counterproductive. You know, I think that as adults who try to, it is more so me, and I'm speaking from like my point of view, as somebody who's trying to kind of still figure my emotions out and like regulate myself. I do sometimes feel guilty for feeling like that. And I know we've talked about it in the past before. You know, Joel and I have had this conversation to where, you know, I've tried to talk to certain people in my life, like when I do get depressed or sad or just kind of feel off. And I really hate it when people say, what do you have to be depressed about? Or like, what do you have to be sad about? You're married, you have a house, you have a good husband. And they tell me all the positives in my life. And that only makes me feel like more guilty for having like these bad emotions or these sad emotions. But how I'm feeling and my sadness and my depression has nothing to do with my husband or my house or my, you know, life or my friends or whatever. It's more of a mental thing for me. You know, it's an internal thing for me. So I don't think, you know, putting people down for feeling that way is a good thing either, you know, at least in my opinion.
Agreed.
Yes.
I'm stuck on farting rainbows and glitter.
Rainbows and butterflies.
Farting butterflies? Is that what you said?
Yeah, farting rainbows and butterflies and glitter.
That paints. My brain is messed up, so I'm like just farting rainbows and butterflies.
Lord, he focuses on the wrong thing.
Maybe that's one of my problems. I'm focusing on the wrong things.
Yeah, definitely.
Than focusing on farts and butterflies. What are we doing here? Anyways.
Maturity levels.
Yeah, speak for yourself. I'm pretty mature. Immature. All right. We lost a lot along the way. Gen X has watched neighborhoods change, malls disappear, families members age, friendships drift, and the world transform. Sometimes sadness is simply grief for things that no longer exist. True. It is a little sad when you see the world around you not
Changing.
the same, but that's life. Things change, right?
Yeah. It's so weird. I still kind of, I don't live in the area where I grew up, obviously. I'm like further up north, I guess. But anyways, I go back to my hometown often because my mom is still in the area and I still have, families that live in like close proximity. So I'm always in the area, And I guess one day not too long ago, I took a drive through because we used to live, back then it was called the Rosemont Horizon, and we lived in the apartment complexes that were like right next to it. And I haven't driven like in that area for a long time. I always drive like off the expressway and I kind of pass it. But the other day or a couple of weeks ago, I had a little bit of free time. So I was in the area. I was like, oh, let me see like how much it's changed. That area where I grew up in, like, I grew up there for a long time. I was there from the time that I was probably in first grade until the time that I was like maybe 19. And then we moved into another suburb. So I lived there like my whole life, basically, in like this apartment complex. And it is so weird to go back and just to see how much it's like changed. And I, drive there and I was like, oh, that used to be where we used to play. And that's the dumpster we set on fire. And, all these like little crazy stories that I have from
Hold up. Dumpster you set on fire.
It wasn't me. It was a friend. I just happened to be there, but.
Sure, it was a friend.
Yeah.
Dumpster fire. Look at her.
I am a walking dumpster fire.
She's a sitting dumpster fire right now.
No, well, I mean, whatever, but I kind of felt like nostalgic of like with all the people I grew up with, and it was just like how much it's changed and stuff. And I got a little sad because I was like, man, when you were a kid, like there was one last time that you hung out with everybody, and you didn't know like that was like your last time hanging out with your little core of
Never
friends.
thought about it.
I thought about that, and it's just like one day we just kind of hung out, and then everybody moved on from that. People moved to different schools, people moved to different areas, people just stopped talking and drifted apart and became friends with other people, and it was just like, it's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find it very. I wouldn't even call it sad.
No.
It's more of a, like when I see things when I used to hang out when I was a kid, one jarring thing, and I'm sure others have experienced this, is like when you go back to an area and it's completely different.
Yeah.
So like, I know,
Like Kittyland.
Yeah,
We were
like
just talking about that
so
not
there-
too long ago.
there was an amusement park here in town, and it is now a Costco.
Yeah.
That whole area is just gone. It's like it's a warehouse and a Costco. And
they have like restaurants and stores and shopping centers now. It's crazy. It wasn't like that. It was just, the funny thing is that we never went to Kittyland But
I went once.
we never went there. Well, I never went there. I think my brothers might have gone a few times. We never went to I never went to Santa's Village. My brothers may have with like with their little friends.
I think we've gone to Santa's. So here in Chicago, well, it's outside of Chicago.
Indiana, I think.
No, there were major like amusement parks. Like we have Six Flags Great America. That's the big one.
Yeah.
Then we had Santa's Village, which was kind of a medium-sized amusement park, but that was like the number 2 of the area. And then you had Kittyland,
Which was small.
which was very small.
It was like a little carnival almost.
Kind of like it was like a carnival-sized amusement park, and it was really made for little kids.
Yeah.
That's Kittyland, hello. But I think we used to go to Santa's Village more than we went to Great America. I remember going there maybe once or twice in my lifetime.
Where, to Great America?
Yes,
Oh man, we used to go every year.
because I did not do roller coasters.
No.
I'm sorry, I did not. I think I went on 1 or maybe 2 roller coasters in my lifetime, and they didn't have twists, loops. They didn't go upside down.
Yeah.
None of that stuff. It's like, that's not my thing.
No, we used to go to Great America every year because my mom's company used to give her free tickets. Like they used to rent out
See, but that's the only way you're gonna go.
Oh, of
because
course.
tickets are like $80 bajillion to
Well,
get in. It's ridiculous.
Back then, it wasn't that expensive to get in. I remember that people used to collect the Coca-Cola cans, was it? Or
Oh
Pepsi
yeah,
cans?
there was like Pop Tops or something like that. I don't remember.
Well, you used to take in a can of like Pepsi or Coke, and
And-
they gave you like a discount or something.
And you were able to get a ticket.
Twickets.
Twickets they
Yeah.
used to call them. And you would go in, get in for free the next day. So it was worth it, because then you could come back tomorrow and whatever rides you didn't go on or things you didn't do, you could always come back the next day and then get in for free.
Yeah.
But then it's like you get in and then you wait 2 hours to get on a ride that lasts 10 seconds.
Oh, when they came out with the speed pass, or the speed bracelet, man, we jumped on those because my mom got, I think we used to get like 4 free tickets, something like that. And we always took like friends with us, and it was such a cool time. It was such a fun time. But that's the only reason why we went. My mom was on a single mom budget. So that's the only reason why we were able to go all that time. But I mean, as we got older and stuff, we kind of started enjoying it like less and less. I mean, every year for like 15 years, this is a long time. You know, you eventually start to get bored.
One of my favorite things, it was not even a ride. It was this, now that I think it was kind of silly, but there was a fire truck that you can ride, and then they would take you around the park, and then they would stop, and there was like this little little wood house. It was like the size of like a birdhouse or something. It was like real small. And then they would talk about, oh, there's the house, and oh no, it caught on fire. So then all of a sudden, there's fire coming out of like the little windows and stuff. And oh no, the house is on fire. You guys need to put the fire out. So then there was these little like hoses that were connected to the truck. I mean, the hose was like maybe this big. It was just weird. It wasn't long. It was just enough to hold it so the water came out. And then everyone, they're like, aim it towards the flames and stuff. So all these little kids are like whipping these little streams of water everywhere. It's like, oh my gosh. But that was one of my favorite things. I know. It's lame.
Well, for my mom's like company parties, like the first few years that they had it, they used to rent out like, it was like a private area like for all the employees to go, and it was like we would have barbecues back there, and everybody would meet up for lunch, and we would play games. And then once everybody finished, you know, everybody would separate back into the park. Well, this area, like, you got a tour on there, and there was like a little boat that you went on and stuff. And it was just like they would kind of take you through like the back areas of the park, and you would see like, I don't know, it was cool, but they don't do that anymore. There's a lot of stuff that they stopped doing there.
Yeah, there's I mean they're more safety conscious now.
Oh yeah, they used to blow things up and set things on fire
yeah,
like nothing.
they didn't care. But yeah, now not so much. OSHA would be all over the place.
it. But no, those were some of my best memories when we used to go to Green America and, you know, play games and stuff.
All right. Every emotion has a purpose.
Yes,
Sadness slows us down. It forces reflection. Yes, it does.
absolutely.
It helps us process loss. Yes. Disappointment and change. Ignoring it is like covering up a warning light on your dashboard. I agree.
Yes.
I mean, it's sucks that it happens, but it's there to show you something or teach you something or helps you build resilience or whatever. So it's useful, as weird as that sounds. Sadness and whatever.
I think it's kind of like a reset for me. Like when I'm overwhelmed and stressed, you see me, I break down and eventually I just start crying because I'm like so agitated.
Yeah.
As a person who doesn't express her emotions pretty well or is able to communicate efficiently all the time with my emotions,
That's not true.
it's true, and I acknowledge it.
Oh my
I acknowledge it. I'm a difficult person sometimes. But I think that to me, like when I get to that point where I'm sad and I'm just like overwhelmed, I feel so good after I cry. Like not good necessarily, but I feel like I let things out and it's easier for me to like process stuff, you know?
No, crying's good for you.
No,
I mean,
it is.
and leaving dudes out there, like dudes aren't supposed to cry. I cry. I'm not gonna lie. And there's days where I feel like crying.
Yeah.
It's like I'm human, right? I'm
Right.
like, and then sometimes when you cry, you do feel better afterwards.
Don't you?
It's I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it don't happen often, but when I need to, I do. It's like, just let it out.
I think it's important. And you know, I think that we put a lot of shame when people cry. Like we put shame on men when they cry, right?
Especially men.
Right. And then when women cry or they let like a burst of emotions out, they're weak or they're just overly dramatic or, you know, don't know how to handle their emotions. It's not like that's a way to regulate yourself, like to cry or to scream or to yell, which I do all the time. It's important to let those emotions out because if you don't and you're just bottling them up, eventually they start to affect you in other ways. And eventually it starts to turn to like anger, sadness, depression, all that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff bottles up and then you become a real asshole of a person.
That is very, very true. And it's basically, if you think about it, it's like you start to rot, right? And then you're
Right.
rotting from the inside, and from the inside out, eventually it's going to come out and it just spoils everything around it. So,
It does. And it's like when babies are developing, like not babies, but when we're learning to like regulate our emotions as babies, you don't tell a baby, well, I know that there are some people that try to like not to like, oh no, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Don't cry, don't cry. And I feel like sometimes when we put those emotions on people, like we limit like how we think that they should feel or what it feels like. You're kind of like discouraging that baby or that person or that other person that you're talking to from being genuine. You know, you're robbing them of that opportunity. Instead of being judgmental, kind of just sit there and maybe listen. Maybe sometimes that's all we need is somebody to just kind of sit there and listen, not to give us advice, not to say, oh, this is what I think you should do, or not to fix our problems, but sometimes it's just nice to kind of just talk And sometimes that's all we need. Have a good cry and talk to someone and then cry some more and then we're okay, you know?
Yep.
And that's why I think that we shouldn't shame each other for being weak or crying or, you know, men aren't supposed to cry and women are weak. And no, it's a part of our emotions, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is a good one. Not every bad day deserves a diagnosis.
Nope.
Feeling sad doesn't automatically mean you're depressed. Sometimes you're just sad. That's part of being human. That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
It's normal to be sad. It's normal to get depressed. Just don't stay there.
No, that's when I think it becomes counterproductive. Like, if you're holding in all these emotions and it's starting to affect, like I said, your job, your relationship, your friendships, your well being all together, that's when it becomes an issue. And that's when you really need to kind of let it out and talk to someone. And if you don't feel comfortable talking to someone, I do this sometimes. I write. Writing
Yes.
is such a good way to get your
Journaling,
emotions out.
blogging, all that stuff.
Right. I haven't done it in a long time because I haven't like been mentally like in that headspace to where I used to write all the time. I used to write poetry. I used to like journal. If I felt mad at someone, I would write everything out like I was writing them a letter, and then I would just tear it up and I would feel okay with it. You know, there's like different little techniques and different little things that you can do to make yourself feel better. But you know, feel the emotions that you're supposed to feel and let yourself feel them. I mean, we're humans. We're raging hormones. You know, we're a bag of meat with like hormones and emotions and stuff, you know? Like we need to kind of like be okay with that.
Remember, everyone, you are a bag of meat.
A bag of meat.
Pardon me. A bag of meat. That's
What kind of meat are you?
Well, I was going to say something, but it might be inappropriate. Probably should just say it. Who cares? No one's watching. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm a pork chop.
Oh, God.
For those of you out there that don't know, we love our pork chops.
We do.
So that's why.
No, it's funny. Because that's not where my mind went. My mind went completely.
Yours would go completely. We're trying to keep it semi-clean here.
Somewhat.
So, all right. So next, stop comparing your pain. Many Gen Xers think other people have it worse. That may be true, but your struggles still matter. Someone else's broken leg doesn't make your broken arm hurt any less.
Or any more.
Right. So we're all in the same boat, basically.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense to compare your pain to somebody else's. Pain is pain,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And sure, I mean, there's levels of pain, but it's a form of suffering, right?
Yep. Absolutely. I think that, again, just let yourself feel the emotions and then go from there.
Be a bag of meat
With emotions.
with emotions. An
Yeah.
emotional bag of meat.
We should make that into a t-shirt. I'm an emotional
You know
bag
what?
of meat.
Yes, I'm going to work on that. Emotional bag of meat.
Emotional bag of meat with emotions.
Okay, let's move on.
Let's ignore me.
All right, talk like we used to. Before social media, people sat on porches, hung out in garages, talked for hours on the phone. Sometimes the best medicine isn't solution, it's conversation. Absolutely.
Yes.
If you have anybody to talk to, that's a bonus.
Yep.
Big time.
My favorite thing to do when I'm feeling like crappy or when somebody I'm close to's like feeling crappy, I would always be like, you know, why don't we go have like some tea or some coffee somewhere? Or why don't we just go for a walk and just hang out and talk? And
Or go for a pizza.
or whatever, you know, just spend time alone with that person that like means something to you. And you know that they're not going to judge you and they'll lend an ear. And I think that is so much. Technology has kind of, as we broadcast on the podcasts.
Oh, she's a poet and didn't even know.
No. No, but I've said this before. I really do think that social media has changed the way that like we interact with each other.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
I mean, it's a two-edged sword too.
Oh,
It's
for
it's
sure.
a good thing, and it's not so good thing.
yeah, it opened the doors to communicate with other people around the world, but we don't communicate with each other face to face. Like,
It's weird, isn't it? Because you communicate more, but you communicate less.
right?
It's just weird. But that's what we ask for.
Yeah,
Technology, gotta love it.
technology.
This is a good one. Music can be therapy.
Yes.
Gen X practically invented processing emotions through music, whether it's grunge, classic rock, hip hop, country, or soul. Music helps us feel what we're trying to avoid.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, question for you that wasn't planned for. What song did you totally like blessed whenever you felt like awkward, depressed, or out of place or sad?
Rump Shaker.
Rum shaker.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't. Not Rump Shaker. No. So, what was the question? What song that would turn up?
Yeah, whenever you were feeling like a certain type of way. I have like 2 or 3 that I, off the top of my head, that I could name.
I honestly, and this is gonna, people might call BS on this, but I'm into so much music, and I mean, I would listen and watch so much music. If it was good, I was into it. Like it didn't matter what genre, didn't matter what. I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to pick a song because like even when I was going through my stuff and I listened to music constantly, I mean, it was like there was so many songs. So it's hard to pinpoint one. I mean, you can call BS on it if you want, but it's hard for me to.
No, for me it was Creep, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That was, and to
That's
this
a
day,
good song.
that is, and just like the rip in there and just all that, like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's my jam. I used to play that on repeat. And then what was it? Heart Shaped Box,
Oh, from Nirvana.
Nirvana. And then
That's kind of a weird one.
I don't know why, but if you listen to the lyrics, like really listen to them,
Yeah,
you'll understand why.
I forgot what it was about. Honestly, great song though.
It is. So it's that one, and then when I felt like angry and I just needed something to listen to, it's gonna sound so weird, but I used to listen to Queen.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, and what was the name of the song?
Show must go on.
No, it was
Fat Bottom Girls.
Fat Bottom Girls who make the world go round.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
No,
What other ones? Did I say Show Must Go On? Yeah, I said that, didn't I?
it's the part before We Are the Champions.
Under Pressure.
No, We Are the Champions. But before that, remember?
We Will Rock You.
No.
Yeah, that's before We Are the Champions. They play that, and then they play We Are the Champions after.
Oh, yeah, because it's mud on your face, big disgrace, kicking the cat all over the place. Yes.
How great was Freddie Mercury?
If you guys, I don't know if you guys can see. No, they can't see.
Probably not.
No.
You got your Freddie Mercury Funkos.
I have
3 of them, I
I
think.
have 3 versions of the Freddie Mercury along with Posty Malone.
Yes.
Yes. But anyways, yes, those 3 for some reason just were
Maloney Baloney.
Maloney Baloney. No, so yeah, those 3 songs were like my go-tos.
Yeah, I couldn't pinpoint. I mean, there was so many.
Yeah.
I was like, I would dive myself. I'd watch MTV all day,
All the air day.
just listen to tapes. You figure I DJ too at one point, so I had tons of records. So I was like, just everything. So I don't know. I feel bad for not having a definite answer, but that
Let's
one's
move
hard.
on.
But it's hard to answer.
Oh, it's not.
I'll fight you. Anyways, Sadness doesn't mean you stay there. That's what we've been saying. Heart season isn't a life sentence. Most of the difficult periods you've survived before eventually passed.
Yep.
Remember your own track record. There was something I watched just recently, and the person, and I don't remember who it was. It was on one of my TikToks or something, and they were talking about the you're standing here, which means you went through stuff to still be here.
Right.
So whatever you went through it. You're still standing here.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, when you put it like that, right? It's like, yeah, you went through some stuff, but you're alive, you're kicking, you're still breathing. You went through it.
I tell myself that stuff, or that kind of, I guess, thinking to myself all the time. I was like, I made it through health issues, the critical ones where I should have passed, but I'm still here. I made it through the sexual abuse. I made it through drug use, through alcoholism, through physical abuse, mental abuse, all these types of things, and I'm still here. So I was like, I can't be a little weak bitch now if I passed all those things and I'm still breathing. So that, I find comfort in that, if it makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like you go, I mean, you made it through. Obviously, it didn't destroy you. You're still here. So you went through it. So it's like, if something else pops up, you'll get through it. I mean, eventually, it's not going to last forever.
No, and I find strength in that. I find strength in telling myself, like, you survived all of these different things in your life. You became more than what people put on you and the limitations that people put on you. You are smart. You are strong. You're level-headed. You're okay. You've been okay, and you're going to be okay. I always use that as my, like, bitch, get your act together. Like, wake up. Like my self-pep talk, if that makes sense.
You do a little head shake and everything, like, bitch, get your act together.
Bitch, get your act together.
Just do that little head shake. Like, come on, girl. I do that all the time in the mirror. I do the little head shake and be like all sassy.
You sassy bitch.
You sassy. All right. Last one.
Okay.
Feel it, then move forward.
Yes.
Yup. The goal isn't to live in sadness. The goal is to acknowledge it, learn from it, and keep going. Strength isn't pretending you're okay. Strength is continuing even when you're not.
Yep.
100%. 100.
Absolutely.
Look how strong she is. She's scary sometimes.
I'm not scary. I'm the friendliest person you will ever meet.
Speaking of scary, Glow and I had a couple date nights.
Ooh. That was scary.
We went and saw that movie, Obsession. Great movie. Great movie. I enjoyed it.
I loved it.
If you're into like creepy stuff, and that's a good one.
Very.
Then we went and saw the Backrooms movie, which I think if you don't, I didn't dislike it. I think if you don't really know what it is, you might be a little like, what is this? But I thought it looked cool. There was some cool stuff in it. It did get a little creepy here and there.
It got a little slow for my taste.
I'm not gonna. Hey everybody, this doesn't happen often, but I did kind of doze off during that movie.
I did. I doze off all the time in movies.
Oh, she sure does. She like cuddles up next to me, and then I look and she's sleeping. I'm like, seriously? Like, you got this 80 bajillion inch screen and all this noise, and you're just sleeping.
That's how you know. I think a movie not sucked, but It didn't hold my attention for too long.
Oh, and we also went and saw
Grogu.
and the Mandalorian. That was great too.
Oh,
Some people were saying that oh yeah, I bought her a little cup.
these little marble thingies move around. See?
It'd be cool if they made it look like he made them float.
I thought that the point was
That's what I thought it was.
he
Yeah.
has a little cup, and I thought the point was to get the balls in the cup, but
Oh,
no.
like a little game or something.
That's what I thought it was at first. I'm over there like a weirdo just shaking it.
And she got the Grogu popcorn bucket.
Oh, I don't have it down here.
I mean, it's basically Grogu. It's
Yeah.
Baby Yoda. And then the back opens up and they'd put all the popcorn in there. But of course, we didn't put the popcorn in there.
No. You're not going to make Grogu stink like popcorn. You'll never get that smell out.
I personally think this popcorn bucket thing's getting out of hand. And just the merchandise in general, like they have everything now. They got popcorn buckets, cups, regular popcorn buckets. They had, and I'm not gonna lie, if I could have, I would have picked it up. It was He-Man's sword, and it was kind of it wasn't all plastic or anything. It was like it was plastic underneath, and it had like
Plush.
kind of plushy on the outside. I guess because they know kids are gonna whack each other with this thing, so they just and it made noise like those swooshing noises. And man, I was kind of tempted to get it.
I
But
wanted to get the Castle Grayskull.
yeah, it was cool. It was Castle Grayskull. That was the popcorn bucket. And then they'd put all the popcorn in the middle. The drawbridge would come down, so you could put the drawbridge down and then pick popcorn out of there if you wanted to. And then one of the towers was the actual cup. It had a straw sticking out of it, and then it would slide off, and then you drink your drink. And then when you're done drinking or you putting it away, it slide back into. That was cool.
That was so cool.
But I couldn't justify the cost of it, and and then it's me and Glow being the nerds we kind of looked at each other like, that would look kind of cool sitting on a shelf somewhere. But it's like,
if
no.
we go back and it's there, I'm gonna get it. I have to fight with myself, but I was like, how often do we do that?
So we don't have water for a month. That's fine.
Meh, it's okay. We could shower at the gym, or we can shower. Well, I could shower at my mama's house.
Yeah, I guess. But we'll have Castle Grayskull. Bunch of nerds.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, that's what we're gonna end it. So go ahead and be sad. Just don't stay there. What say you? What's her summation?
Be sad.
Look how sad she is. Speaking of sad, what is up with Pickles back there? At least he's not in the same position he was before.
Did you move the couch or something? Because I feel I've been trying to mess with the camera and stuff.
I don't know.
We moved stuff, and now
There's
I
stuff
feel
moved around a little
feel
bit.
off center. I was like, which way am I?
You look fine.
No, I know I look okay,
Well,
but
you're off center anyways, but you look fine.
I don't know. I just feel off. Like the mic is off, or I don't know what I did or what I moved.
It's all in
or-
your head.
No,
Katie.
somebody
It's in
moved
your-
something. I know.
No, it is in your head. It is in your head.
Alrighty, guys.
All right, guys. Don't forget the website. Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. I don't want it to cover my beautiful face. Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. Check it out. We try to keep it updated. I did update it like I said I would. I finally kept my promise. So if you go on there, there's some updates in there. Stuff we talk. I try to put stuff in there that we've talked about. So like we were talking about the car museum with Kit and Ecto One and all the movie cars and stuff. That's up there. There's some other stuff that we were discussing on the show that's on there too. Not to mention there's clips up, not clips, but you can watch whole episodes of the show on there. There's stuff there for everyone. Poke around. Feel free to check it out. Sessionsandlessons.com. gmail.com. And if you want to drop us a line, don't forget the email. It is sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. Drop us a line about anything. If you want to give us jokes, show ideas, you know, how her hair's jacked up, anything.
Excuse me?
Sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com.
I'm going to jack your face up.
You will jack nothing. Anyways, you have anything?
I look busted.
See? Exactly.
I
you
look
got?
crazy today.
What you got, lady?
So, once you're done listening to all of our material
Shenanigans.
and shenanigans, head on over to... Where am I?
The other side. There you go.
There we go. Head on over to Glowing Off Script, and I release episodes every Friday right here.
Friday.
Friday.
We need to change that graphic to Friday.
Yes, if you're interested in being a guest,
Would that be another glowism?
I don't know.
Friday.
Friday?
We need to do a list of glowisms.
We do.
We're going to do top 10. One of these days, we're going to do the top 10 glowisms.
The top 10.
Yes.
So, yeah, like I was saying, you guys, I'm currently looking for a guest. So if you're interested in going on there, you have something funny to talk about, something interesting, inspiring, or you have a show idea, you guys can always reach out to me. The email is gloingoffscript@yahoo.com. Like I said, feel free to drop me a line, give me criticisms, don't give me criticisms, say hi, be positive, whatever. And also, I fixed all the glitches, so now I'm available all across the platforms. So I'm currently streaming everywhere. If there's somewhere where you would like to hear me, reach out to me and let me know.
All right. Since she brought that up, I want to bring this up. I don't know how many of you guys out there try to watch us on YouTube. I noticed there was an issue. You can listen to the show on YouTube, but as far as watching it, I don't think you can see it on there. It's weird because sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. I gotta see what's going on with that, so I'm gonna work on that. I'll of course keep you guys updated. I'll let you know what's going on. I know there's some vids on there, some did, some didn't. It's some weird glitchy thing. I don't know. So just so you guys, I apologize that that's not working right. I'll try to get that fixed ASAP. Once I do have it 100%, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, but we're still available on other platforms too. So
For sure.
We're on iTunes,
Spotify.
So if you guys have issues on YouTube, just look for us on other platforms, and most likely we'll already be there.
Yeah, and then you have the option of listening or watching. So let's see what else. I just want to do a quick shout out. There we go. A couple buddies of mine, Gary and AJ, they have a podcast, Northman Coaching Podcast. And their podcast is on Sundays. It's on at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. It's a great show. You guys check it out. Gary is a life coach with Northman Coaching. He's a great guy. AJ's a great guy. If you guys have any issues, especially men, hit up Gary and he'll help you out. He has free calls. He has a free ebook on his site. He runs a brotherhood of men that meet every day. It's a great thing. Northman Brotherhood and Northman Coaching, guys. Hit Gary up because he's phenomenal. And like we were talking about sadness and depression and all that. I know a lot of guys, especially, you're told, to hold it in and don't cry and man up and all that stuff. And the groups are no judgment and everyone's there supporting each other no matter what. So, give Northman Coaching some love and check out the podcast on Sundays, 6 and 7 Eastern. So, check them out.
We recently did a live with them.
We did, and that live did not go
100%.
very okay.
Technical issues, but it was good. It was great.
So the problem is, this was the first time we've ever gone live on TikTok, and I'm thinking. I went on the computer. I tried to set it up. I wanted to make it look real professional and nice, whatever. And yeah, it did not work that way.
No.
And at one point, we lost the
connection.
the connection or something.
But we're learning as we go, and it'll get better. So,
and we are planning on doing more. We'll let you guys know. And we're also kind of planning some fun ones. So hopefully you guys will join us for that. And then everybody will get involved, and it's going to be awesome. I'm kind of excited about it, actually. We're just going to have to put it together, and then we'll let you know when that's coming up. But like I said, we'll do some fun stuff, and everyone can participate, and who knows, maybe we'll have prizes or something. I have no idea. I don't know what we're going to do. But, yeah, it's pretty exciting. So anyways, what else are we talking about? All right, one more thing. Don't forget my book. Wow.
ooh.
My book, May December End, The Ballad of Joey Flowers. Pick up your copy today. You can find it on Amazon, Amazon Kindle, Nook, Barnes & Noble, and Studio Moonfall, and StudioMoonfall.com. So, buy a book. It makes a great gift also.
Great Father's Day.
So
gift.
oh, very good. For all your fathers, buy your father a book. Won't break the bank. All right, I think that's it, right? You have anything else, ma'am, that you want to add before we go?
Nope. Remember to drink your coffee and sip your tea.
Yes, people. And I want to tell you guys this. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Spread the word. Share, like, subscribe, all the things. Ring the bell. Smoke signals, whatever. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.